Okay, so today going to be using the final Trunks, finally, and well, I'll say the final Trunks, but there are technically a few more, which, I don't know, because every single unit that I've showcased so far, for the most part, has been unique in a way, so I don't know if I am going to bother testing out the physical Super Trunks, because the STR one is stronger. But I don't know, maybe, depends on how I feel. But yeah, hope you guys are having a great day as always, and today, going to be trying to show off, or do my best to show off the STR Super Trunks. I feel like he's a unit that is going to be overlooked quite a bit, and it kind of makes sense just because he hasn't necessarily been that relevant for a long time. Now, I will say that the best Trunks that I have tried out so far has been, well, in terms of damage at least, it has been the Intelligence Rage Trunks, whereas the STR one is probably more balanced all around. But of course, because he does not have Rage Trunks in his name, you are not capable of using two Super Saiyan Trunks together. So it is what it is. For the most part, I think you'd run them together anyway. But of course, the unit that I'm showing off today, pardon me, is the STR Super Trunks, and this is his best possible team because of the 170% attack increase that we get from the lead. Now, I was looking at the category, I was going over the units that are part of it, and it kind of goes back to what I said a few moments ago about me basically exhausting all of the units that are part of this particular category. I've shown ones off that you haven't seen yet, you know, at their peak, but everyone's seen LR Black and Zamasu, you know, LR Blue on a 170% team, so I thought I'd go ahead and just show off the units that some people aren't necessarily going to go to when building this particular team. So, we are going to give this Rage Trunks an attack increase thanks to the passive from this Rage Trunks, as well as an additional increase from his Super Attack mechanic. So, let's see how it goes. I'm expecting at least 1 million. Like, when it comes to 100% units, if they don't hit for 1 million, they are bad. And that's just the way it's going to be. Especially on a team like this that provides such a big increase to attack. Oh, we barely broke 1 mil. Now, the question is, can we break 1 million without the... Even Vegeto's at 1 million, okay. Yeah, but the question is, can we break 1 milli without the Super Attack mechanic? So, gonna head over. I don't know why I don't have this open at the start of the videos, but gonna go over to the STR. Oh, the Intelligent Super Trunks though. That is another one. You know what? I may just end up showing off all the Super Trunkses, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So, he does cause supreme damage, 70% attack. Let's pick these up. 12 key is 135%. I did think that was quite low before looking at the card. Messenger from the future. So he has some pretty he's a very standard card. Okay, that's interesting. I actually want to see how he compares to the other ones. What I'm going to try out next turn, of course, is the Rage Trunks with just the support from the passive. After seeing him super attack there, I am fairly confident that this particular Rage Trunks can't get over 1 million without the support from... Well, this Super Trunks can't get over 1 million without the support from the Rage Trunks. And I suppose I did kind of run him for that particular reason. I wasn't necessarily that confident in what he can do, so I suppose let's see what happens. And after double checking, he loses Z Fighter's Link, which would have provided him with an additional 15% attack, I think. So he is missing out on a bit of attack there. Oh, wait a minute. So that is... Right. Yeah, I thought so. Gotta activate the Fist Battle Link because Rage Trunks is, of course, a rebirth. I'm just hoping that the Blue Goku doesn't finish Gogeta here, even though... Like, you know what? Real talk, real argument. Who would win, Blue Goku or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? I will say Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is extremely powerful. Honestly, it's a tough one. I don't know. Is it a tough one? Okay, so his attack stat went down by like 40k. I honestly think that Blue Goku, just based off feats alone, would beat Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but I don't know. Okay, moving on. Well, here's the thing, because Beerus, right? Here we go, gonna dive in right now. So Beerus, we haven't seen his full power yet, even though he has claimed that he has used his full power against a Super Saiyan God Goku. I know at some point in this conversation I'm gonna get lost, so bear with me, okay? So, a Super Saiyan God Goku, right, is powerful enough to be on par with Beerus, but we just don't know where he is in comparison to Beerus, right? And with Ultra Instinct, it is debatable that he is stronger than Beerus. And without a question of a doubt, Beerus is stronger than Omega Shenron and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So if a Super Saiyan God Goku that just had the ritual is capable of fighting on par with Beerus at a certain level of power, I'm pretty certain that a Tournament of Power Blue Goku is capable of beating... what's his face? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So, this is gonna be interesting. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. It's impossible to tell though, just because when it comes to the whole universe... Oh, I just put Trunks in a blast spot. That was a bad idea. Well, there you have it. The Trunks without the support. But the whole blowing up the universe thing isn't exactly like... It's not a thing, a thing that we consistently see, but it still happened, right? If they touched on it and said, oh yeah, these fighters are so experienced that they know how to control their power to the point where they, to the point where they don't blow up the universe, something small like that, I feel will kind of clear up that little mess they left behind. But regardless, I think that it would be a pretty cool fight to see Blue Goku versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And you have to take into account as well that Goku has Kaioken, so that's like another massive thing added to his like overall power, so I don't know. I think I'll just leave it at that. And we are going to get triple super attacks here. And of course they keep the Trunks out of rotation, which is... I wasn't really paying attention, I was paying attention more to talking about something that's not exactly relevant to the video, but I mean it is what it is. Well, I'm very excited for the movie. I like the character designs, and I know a few people have issues with them, and I know that a lot of people that are knowledgeable, I guess I'll just say that, they have knowledge when it comes to art and animation, they didn't necessarily like the old designs. I didn't see that big of an issue with them. And I think it comes down to the fact that they were hard to animate just because they had a lot of detail, which of course does make sense. I personally didn't have an issue with them. I don't have an issue with the new designs or anything. I think they look dope. I like both designs, but I think these will be a bit more convenient, especially if the anime does return, which it most likely will, because it will just make it a lot easier for them to animate things. And there were so many issues with the animation at the start. To be honest, a few of the issues came down to the fact that the character designs, weren't necessarily that great, because we have seen what they are capable of with the Tournament of Power, right? Just so many consistent episodes, all throughout the entire thing, and if they can replicate that with an upcoming series, that would be dope. Again, nothing's been confirmed, but it more than likely will happen. Them releasing... just think about it this way. So Super ended in April, right? It's already been a few months since that, and it hasn't felt that long at all. So when you take into account that the movie is coming out in 6 months, and we are going to have things in between. For example, we've had Legends drop. We are going to have the Dragon Ball Heroes thing. It's not an anime per se, but it's gonna have a few episodes, right? So they are doing that. We have the movie. They are most likely going to release a Dragon Ball game at some point this year. So they are dropping multiple things this year that are basically making up for the fact that they don't have the anime going on right now. So it kind of fills the gap that Dragon Ball Super has left. So when the series does inevitably return, it's going to be like, oh yeah, it's been barely any time, you know, it's not like we've been gone for a year or whatever it is. But it will come back 100%, unless someone, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. Pick these up. So Super Trunks is not as powerful as I thought he was gonna be. You kind of need that Rage Trunks partnership to make him decent, which, honestly, when it comes to which one's the best, like, out of all the Trunkses I've used so far, he is the worst one. Which goes without saying. Now, see, the physical one is decent, but that phase, the intelligence one needs rebirth. That's what he needs. Honestly, you would expect the Super Trunkses to be stronger. Now that I think about it, I wish that the Trunkses would Extreme Z Awaken with the Perfect Cell, you know, Extreme Z Awakening event, but I do not believe that is going to happen. Because, like, they did it in such a weird way. So Broly got it, you know, his Extreme Z Awakening, and then so did the Family Common Hard units. And he is a unit that is strong against the... Well, they are units that are strong against the Broly event. Now, when it comes to the Cell event, units like Super Trunks, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and such, the androids, they all got Extreme Z Awakening. Or they all got... They were strong against the event. They got Awakenings a while back. But the point I'm trying to make here is they gave the Extreme Z Awakenings to the units that were strong against the event on an Extreme Z Awakened unit. I don't know, we'll see, but it would be cool to see the Super Trunks as getting Extreme Z Awakening. And it would be perfect for the Intelligence one to just finally get some sort of Awakening. But yeah, that was it, English. That was it, hope you enjoyed. Peace, subscribe, like, all that stuff, bye.